After days of tense atmosphere, there's finally some good news and some news to cheer about. Wing Commander Abhinandan, the Indian Air Force fighter pilot captured by Pakistan, will return home today. That's what Pakistan has said. The details are sketchy, but the announcement was made by Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, and Indian Air Forces and different forces have actually expressed happiness over it. When Wing Commander Abhinandan crosses over the border today, expect it to be a hero's welcome. For the past 2 days, India has been watching videos coming from Pakistan of him being physically harmed, hands tied back, blindfolded, but even in that state of capture, his calm composure and dignity with which he spoke was not missed. That's what makes him perhaps a real hero. And even before that, in the first aerial combat between India and Pakistan 2 days ago, the first since 1971 war, Captain Abhinandan has shot down a Pakistani jet. In the process, his own MiG got down and his parachute landed in Pakistan and has been in Pakistan custody since. Now, in just 48 hours, he is being freed in what Pakistan has called a gesture of peace. But we wait to get more details on what exactly will be the manner of his release. Meanwhile, his parents have travelled from Chennai to Delhi, and as they got on board that flight came these endearing pictures. His mother and father received with great applause, smiles and salutes as they got on board. Remember, Abhinandan comes from a family of women and men from the Air Force. His father has also been a former retired Air Marshal. All right, Vishnu Som joining us, our defence editor, for more perspective on this story. Vishnu, sketchy details, should be looking more deeply into that now.
Sorry, into what?
Sketchy details about his return. Should we be concerned about that? Should we be looking into deeply?
Right. Well, it's been announced by the Pakistani Prime Minister yesterday that he will be returned to India. The question is, where does this actually take place? Does this actually take place? Across the Wagah border, or is there a possibility that he may be flown from Islamabad to India on an Indian Air Force aircraft? Again, these are sketchy details, and we can only hope that the next couple of hours go off smoothly after the promise of the Pakistani Prime Minister. So we need to be looking at this very, very carefully, and also try and temper expectations, because these are tense moments, and the return of Abhinandan isn't going to necessarily remove the tension that exists between India and Pakistan now. Remember, government sources yesterday had told us that as far as India is concerned, unless there is credible movement by Pakistan as far as tackling terrorism is concerned, then there is nothing that really changes in terms of the status quo. That if there is to be dialogue between India and Pakistan, then Pakistan needs to do a lot more. So while India definitely would welcome the return of Abhinandan, there is absolutely no two ways about that. And as we talk about his incredible achievement of having shot down a Pakistani F-16, we need to be careful about how we go about looking at this over the next couple of hours, simply because until it actually happens, the return actually happens, there is still that a little bit of doubt about exactly what is happening. For example, we still don't know if he's going through the Wagah border. We still don't know if he's being flown back to New Delhi possibly. So there are a couple of options over here. We certainly want him back, but important not to lose sight of the larger picture, the battle against terrorism, and whether we've actually achieved anything very substantive in getting across that message to Pakistan that India cannot be tested beyond a point.